Tesla, the electric car company that once seemed invincible, is now facing an unprecedented crisis. Across the United States and even internationally, a wave of protests has erupted, targeting Tesla showrooms, service centers, and even the company's iconic vehicles. The protests are a direct response to the actions of Elon Musk, Tesla's CEO, in his controversial role as head of the Department of Government Efficiency under President Trump. What began as murmurs of discontent have swelled into a chorus of outrage, leaving Tesla and its once revered leader in uncharted territory. The crisis facing Tesla is not merely about cars. It strikes at the heart of the company's carefully cultivated image and the persona of its enigmatic CEO. For years, Tesla has been more than just an automaker. It has represented innovation, sustainability, and a vision of a future powered by clean energy. Elon Musk, with his bold pronouncements and ambitious plans, has been the driving force behind this image. However, the recent protests threaten to unravel this carefully constructed narrative, casting a shadow of doubt over Tesla's future and Musk's leadership. As the protests escalate, the world watches with bated breath, wondering if Tesla can weather this storm. Will the company be able to distance itself from the controversy surrounding its CEO, or will the damage be too great to repair? The answers to these questions will have profound implications not only for Tesla, but for the future of electric vehicles and the tech industry as a whole. The roots of Tesla's current crisis can be traced back to Elon Musk's appointment as head of the Department of Government Efficiency following President Trump's election victory. While initially seen as a shrewd move to leverage Musk's technological expertise, the appointment quickly drew criticism from those who saw it as a conflict of interest. Concerns mounted as Musk assumed a more prominent role in the administration, wielding his newfound political capital to advance his own business interests. One of the most contentious aspects of Musk's tenure at DOGE has been his push for increased government surveillance. Citing the need for national security, Musk spearheaded the implementation of facial recognition technology in public spaces and expanded the government's access to personal data. These actions, while defended by Musk as necessary measures, stoked fears of an Orwellian future where privacy is sacrificed in the name of security. Adding fuel to the fire was Musk's decision to shutter several government agencies deemed inefficient under his leadership. While Musk argued that these closures were necessary to streamline government operations, critics accused him of dismantling vital public services and silencing dissenting voices. The closure of the Environmental Protection Agency was particularly controversial, with environmental groups accusing Musk of prioritizing profit over the planet. As Musk consolidated his power within the government, his actions became increasingly bolder, drawing comparisons to authoritarian regimes. His critics pointed to his silencing of dissenting voices within the government and his use of state-run media to promote his agenda as evidence of a dangerous slide towards fascism. These fears, once relegated to the fringes of political discourse, began to gain traction among the general public, setting the stage for the widespread protests that would soon engulf Tesla. If there was a single event that transformed simmering discontent into outright outrage, it was Elon Musk's appearance at a televised rally on January 25, 2025. Addressing a crowd of supporters, Musk, seemingly caught up in the fervor of the moment, raised his right arm in a gesture eerily reminiscent of a Nazi salute. The image, broadcast live on national television, sent shockwaves across the country and around the world. The immediate response to Musk's salute was swift and unambiguous. Politicians, celebrities, and ordinary citizens took to social media to express their disgust and condemnation. The Anti-Defamation League issued a statement calling Musk's actions deeply disturbing and demanding an immediate apology. Even some of Musk's most ardent supporters struggled to defend his actions, with many expressing shock and disappointment. Musk's attempts to explain away the salute as a misunderstanding or a harmless gesture were met with widespread skepticism. Critics pointed to his history of making provocative and offensive statements, arguing that the salute was simply the latest example of his disregard for social norms and his willingness to court controversy. The damage, however, was done. The image of Musk performing the salute became seared into the public consciousness, a symbol of his hubris and a rallying cry for his growing legion of detractors. The fallout from the salute was immediate and far-reaching. Calls for Musk to resign from his position at DOGE intensified, with even some members of the president's own party distancing themselves from him. Protests erupted outside Tesla dealerships and factories, with demonstrators accusing the company of complicity in Musk's actions. The incident marked a turning point in public perception of Elon Musk, transforming him from a visionary entrepreneur into a polarizing figure accused of harboring dangerous ideologies. The outrage sparked by Elon Musk's actions was not confined to the digital realm. What began as a torrent of criticism on social media platforms soon spilled onto the streets, transforming into a wave of physical protests targeting Tesla and its controversial CEO. From the bustling streets of New York City to the quiet suburbs of Middle America, demonstrators made their voices heard, demanding accountability from Musk and an end to his perceived authoritarianism. The protests were as diverse as the coalition of people who felt alienated by Musk's actions. Disillusioned Tesla owners, once proud to be associated with the brand, joined forces with environmental activists, civil rights groups, and ordinary citizens concerned about the erosion of democratic values. Chants of "honk if you hate Elon and fight the billionaire broligarchy" filled the air as demonstrators marched on Tesla dealerships, carrying signs emblazoned with slogans like "Tesla, powered by fascism," and "Elon Musk, tech bro or tyrant." The protests were not limited to the United States. In Europe, where Tesla had made significant inroads in the electric vehicle market, demonstrations erupted in major cities, targeting Tesla showrooms and government buildings. The global nature of the protests underscored the widespread concern over Musk's actions and the growing unease with his unchecked power. As the protests gained momentum, they became increasingly difficult to ignore. Images of vandalized Tesla vehicles, burning tires, and clashes between demonstrators and law enforcement dominated the news cycle, casting a long shadow over the company's carefully crafted image. The protests were a stark reminder that even the most innovative companies are not immune to the court of public opinion, and that even the most powerful CEOs are not above reproach. Perhaps the most striking aspect of the protests against Elon Musk and Tesla was the visible presence of Tesla owners among the demonstrators. Once a fiercely loyal group, united by their shared enthusiasm for the brand and its mission, Tesla owners found themselves increasingly divided over Musk's actions and their implications for the company they had come to admire. For some Tesla owners, the decision to join the protests was a moral imperative. They argued that remaining silent in the face of Musk's actions would be tantamount to complicity, undermining the very values of sustainability, innovation, and social responsibility that had drawn them to Tesla in the first place. These owners saw their participation in the protests as a way to reclaim the narrative surrounding the brand and to hold its CEO accountable for his actions. Other Tesla owners, however, were more conflicted. While acknowledging their discomfort with Musk's actions, they expressed reluctance to punish the company for the behavior of its CEO. They argued that boycotting Tesla, or participating in protests, would only serve to harm the company and its employees, undermining the progress being made in the transition to sustainable transportation. The internal struggle within the Tesla community was a microcosm of the broader societal debate sparked by Musk's actions. It highlighted the complex relationship between consumers, brands, and the values they represent. For many Tesla owners, the decision of whether to support the company or condemn its CEO was a difficult one, fraught with moral and ethical considerations. Ultimately, the protests revealed a deep fissure within the Tesla community, raising questions about the brand's future and its ability to maintain its image as a force for good in the world. As Tesla navigates these turbulent times, the question arises, is Elon Musk the steady hand that will guide the company through, or has he become out of touch with the rapidly changing landscape? Some argue that his visionary leadership is exactly what Tesla needs, while others believe that fresh perspectives are necessary to adapt and thrive. The uncertainty surrounding Tesla's future has had a noticeable impact on its stock. Investors are wary, and the market has responded with a significant dip in Tesla's share price. This decline reflects broader concerns about the company's ability to maintain its position as a leader in the electric vehicle market. Despite the challenges, the future of Tesla holds promise. The company continues to innovate, pushing the boundaries of technology and sustainability. With new models in the pipeline and ongoing advancements in battery technology, Tesla aims to solidify its role in the next generation of automotive industry leaders. In conclusion, Tesla stands at a crossroads. The decisions made in the coming months will be crucial in determining its trajectory. Whether it will continue to revolutionize the industry or face setbacks remains to be seen. One thing is certain: Tesla's journey is far from over, and the world will be watching closely.